Oh, oh, hey everyone! I thought we just got out of bed, and there was this gentleman standing next to us again. Okay, the game didn't save where I thought the small icon showed up to show me the game was saving when we went to bed at the end of the last episode, but apparently not. Well, this is fine. This gives me a chance to talk with you guys about the comments you guys have left a little bit and summarize as we get back to the other house. So, in the last episode, we had already crossed a bridge and we were overlooking this location. This is where the beekeepers are located and the hives that they're apparently guarding. These floating zombies, I assume, of some sort, that use the hives as a weapon, launching bees, or yeah, they must be bees. We're not using, these aren't wasps, out against us. We were able to fend one off that managed to detect us, and we also managed to blunder my way through the main structure filled with hives and retrieve a pot of honey from it. We will need this pot of honey if we want to gain access to Walter's bunker, which we still have not found. When we spent the night at that house, I thought we had... by the way, I don't think we're going to move out to that house until I know where the other beekeeper is. I don't want to begin making my way towards that house only to have him sort behind me and suddenly we're attacked. So we're going to... Okay, there he is. We talked with him on a walkie-talkie, and since we had everything he wanted, it sounded like he would send something for us to pick us up and bring us to his place of residence. And that's where we had left off. So the game put me back here, but we'll just do this again. And since we're waiting, I get a chance to talk with you guys about your comments. As we hear the creepy bee music playing, which is marvelously well done. It reminds me of Ultima 7, when you went into the bee caves there. I think it played... there's a classic... I don't know if classic's a proper term for it. A classical musical piece, which is Swarm of the Bees or something of the sort, and they played it there. It was really well done. I like this tune played for these beekeepers as well. And I'm going to wait a little bit more, because if we aggro that guy, and I have to run around that house, I'll run right into the other guy. So I'm going to wait here for a bit. So Bruno, in the 2 episodes ago, had left a comment. And Bruno, you must have been leaving it just as I had been recording this episode. And he mentions that, oh man, every time I write a text to my friends, it's like I'm writing a novel. It must be hard reading my comments. No, absolutely not. I love every comment that I get. Like, literally. I try to make sure I heart them up here on YouTube to let you guys know that I have read them. And I also enjoy reading them, no matter how long or short they are. I like having this interaction with you guys because, first off, it lets me know that you guys are hopefully enjoying what I'm doing. And if it's criticism, then hopefully it's something I can act upon. If it's just insults, well, I probably won't even heart them at that point. But, well, sometimes I've gotten a few insulting comments, but they've still been had some criticism. I'll usually respond in a kind manner to such, and normally that diffuses the situation immediately, and the person responds like, "Oh man, I'm sorry, I was so upset at you. Just why didn't you do it this way?" or something of that sort. But no, I don't mind at all. I love reading long comments. I love responding back in kind, and I like reading short comments too. I love it. I really want these Let's Plays. And he saw us. I really want these Let's Plays to have an aspect of playing them together with you guys. And the only way that I can do that, to make sure that I do that, is by not recording the games all at once like I normally do for some of the games that I play. This is one of the few times, just like in Pathologic, where I was attempting to, or I am attempting to, delay the next upload. And let's go ahead and do the walkie-talkie bit again after we shut the windows. Because it's interrupting me every few seconds to remind me the walkie-talkie is here. Who is there? I guess this time around I will talk after the game talks, after the game narration. No, this is Kurdin, Florin's grandson. Florin, do you have my usual supplies? What do you need? 1. Hay for the goats. 2. Schnapps for my cough. 3. Honey for Florina. I have all of it. Excellent. Then take some rest. You will be summoned. Over. Goodbye. Radio discipline. Over and out. I used to work at Great Adventure for a long time, and eventually wormed my way up to manager for the grounds department. It was a lot of thankless work, but it was good, honest work. And we had radios so that we could contact each other because of how big the park was. And so I had been trained in the use of the various 10 codes at the time. It's been a while, though. I can't remember. It's been, wow. I last worked there in 2000. So it's been 21 years since I last worked at Great Adventure. So back to your comment, Bruno. Yeah, but please leave as long a comment as you would like. I will do my best to respond to it. It may take me a bit to do so, depending upon how long it is, because I want to make sure I answer all your questions and ask stuff in return. But fear not, I will respond back to them. And that goes for everyone, obviously, as well. Thank you guys very much. So he apologizes. It's in his nature. Not going to lie, though, I chuckle a little when I mention. So this is something else I like as well. I think you guys really do like when I leave comments for you guys, and especially if I talk back to you in the video. I don't do any live streaming. I've thought about it, but it's just not going to work. At least not at this point in my life. So the best I can do is to acknowledge your comment here in the game, so you guys hear your name, and they can pay extra special attention to what I'm talking to you guys about. We'll read the rest of your comment, Bruno, and then we'll go to bed. Let's see. So, you then said, your theory about the strawman got me thinking. I've noticed that when you get damaged, they are not physical in contact. It's like you are converting into one of them just by being in your presence. Yes, I noticed that as well. I think at the 2 episodes ago, I noticed that, like, nothing flew into us. There was no, like, attack from range. And they haven't had to be up next to me for me to suffer damage from them. So them just staring at me is slowly turning me into one of them, from what I can tell. Or maybe they're trying to suffocate me by just covering me with straw that's clinging to me. I'm guessing that it, like, fills our mouth and stuff like that and kills us that way. So it's very important that I break line of sight with them. I very much like that as well. I'm used to actually just running away from things physically, like in Resident Evil 2 or what have you. As long as they can't touch me, reach me, I'm in no danger. But that's not the case for these things. I very much like this change here for this game. In today's Tim lore, we discover he may be the Unabomber, sans the bombs, but he's not much of a do-it-yourselfer. Yes, I don't do a whole lot of repairing around my house. I used to, as I think I mentioned, I used to work on my car by myself. I used to change the oil. I changed my fuel filter, air filter. I mean, that sort of thing is really easier. It used to be, at least. These days, cars are a lot more complex, and I no longer change my own oil. I bring it to the shop instead to do so. I mean, it was free for the first year I had my car. For both of my new cars, if I stop to consider that, what I just said, new cars are the wrong term to use. When my cars were new, which has not been the case for many years now. And assuming I mean cars, I've owned 3 total cars in my life. The Mitsubishi Mirage, I changed my own oil in that. My Chevy Cavalier, I brought that into the shop. All except for one time. I tried to change my oil the first time and did so, but it was such a pain in the butt, I decided to bring it in from then on. And my current car is a Chevy Sonic. And I've had that car now for 7 years. Wow, 7 years. Feels like just yesterday I bought it. Still smells like a new car because I keep the inside cleaned all the time. And my house, I don't do any repairs in the house. That's good. It's gonna destroy my home. You also mentioned that for the when the painter was talking, he did indeed say the word important. I thought I recognized it. So this is. I wish that what they said was what was translated for me, rather than some sort of summary of it, or something similar, but not quite exactly what they say. I realize that in some languages that's not possible, but I would still much prefer that they did this. And then he says, a small correction, though it's not important. The mocha pot is an Italian stove pot. It's most commonly used in Europe, and in my case, Argentina. Oh, hey! You're from South America. That's awesome. Yeah, so, I mean, up here, I don't have anything like it. Or at least, I've not been able to find anything like it when I was looking online. I thought about maybe trying to cook coffee this way, but there was nothing like it around in this area. I should fill the pan with water first. Okay, I don't want to actually I don't actually want to. Stop, game. There we go. And it looks like there's some wood in here already. There was wood in there already, completely burnt up. Okay. All right, so I don't intend to spend the night here. I'm sorry, we had to spend the night here. I don't intend to use this as a hub. So I'm probably going to be taking the wood with me and the coffee when we leave. But I'm... Sorry, I noticed our hand get raise up, and I believed I was seen, and I don't want to be in the house if I'm seen. Okay, let's get some rest. Oh, it's too bright to sleep. I should try to make it darker. I thought I did shut all the windows already. Is there something else I'm forgetting? That window's shut, that window's shut. We can't shut this window. Oh, the lights. I have this problem as well. I cannot sleep if there's any light visible. I tend to wake up when dawn arrives. Oh, and now the game has just, I think, auto-saved. Since the clock is right here, let's make sure that's the case, though. Before I look outside that window, I'm going to look outside this one. Oh, look at that. That's amazing. We can only see the ghost's reflection in the lake itself. We can notice their lanterns they're carrying in our world floating, and their reflections do not carry those lanterns. Let's see if the beekeepers are still out. I would imagine they're not. Interesting. No buzzing sounds, which would make sense. Bees, wasps, hornets tend not to be active at night, unless you disturb them. Let's make the assumption that they're not active, and we will actually get some coffee for here tonight. It's quite a walk, but gives us a chance to take a peek around and see what else might be happening here at night. They might be here for me, as opposed to guards looking for something to hunt. Now that I think about it, this would have been far easier for us to do at night. If we just wanted to retrieve the bottle of honey, maybe we were worried that we would not be able to actually do so. However, maybe the beekeepers collect the honey at the end of each day. So, Intropino mentions that a couple weeks ago was the second time in his life he was stung. The first time he was a toddler and a wasp stung him in the eye. It felt like a oh, that sucks. I'm so sorry. There's so little you can do when you're a little baby as well. Oh, your parents probably took vengeance out on that bee that stung you. Or the wasp that stung you. It felt like a mosquito bite afterwards. I had been drinking a lot, so that might have sedated the pain a bit. I used to be more afraid of wasps. So for me, I didn't even realize that there was a wasp nest in the tree I was trimming the limbs from outside until I had already chopped down that limb. Suddenly, I felt a searing pain in one of my fingers, and I looked down to see a hornet there, a wasp there, stinging. I yanked it out and threw it on the ground and crushed it. I looked around really quick. I was like, why did this just sting me? And then I saw the hive on the ground and immediately ran back into the house, flailing my arms around, which is exactly what you don't want to do. A single hornet chased me back inside the house, and I killed it inside here. Spraying it down with off to pin it, basically make it so that it couldn't fly. And then I killed it. And then I had a pest control company come out to destroy the hive later. Felt a little bad about that, because they're paper wasps. They were bald-faced hornets, is what we call them here in the States, apparently. They're not necessarily, although you don't tend to want them up close near your house. That tree where they had built the hive wasn't that close to me. In fact, if I had known they were there, I would have never disturbed them and let them finish out their time throughout this year. Like I would have let they'll clear out the hive at the end of the year and move on to some other place. And they can be beneficial because they kill other insects, and I wouldn't have minded them doing that. But no, with the wasp nest on the ground, it was kind of near the road at that point as well, and I didn't want like kids coming home from school when the school buses dropped them off, only to have them be stung if they were too close to that nest. Now that said, it looks like they weren't really bothering a whole lot of people, but I left some signs outside to warn people to stay clear of it because they were there. And Tillman mentioned that when he had a wasp land on his tongue at one point, when he was in college, I think, or at some point when he wasn't a toddler. And that reminds me of a story I can share because I had a similar experience. I had left the dorms at my college to walk over to my college, and I had just drank a can of Slice. A Slice is a soda, like Sprite. It's citrus, orange in flavor. And I was walking over there, and it was a windy day, so I was kind of gritting my teeth a bit. It wasn't cold though. This was like a. I remember it being windy. I think it was. Was it the fall? It might have been the fall. Yeah, it had to be the fall. It couldn't have been the summer. College isn't open in the summer, so it was like a early/mid fall, and a bee came out of nowhere and landed. It hit my teeth. It flew into my mouth, hit my closed teeth, landed on my... Hold on, what's going on here? Okay, there we go. And then I put this... That doesn't work. Wait, I thought I had... Did I not take the bowl? Landed on my lip and stung me on my lip instantly. The whole process took about 2 seconds, and not even that. I ripped the bee off my lip. It was a bee. Its stinger was embedded in my lip, and I took it out. And it was the first ever time I had been stung by a bee. So I didn't know what to do. I have allergies, and so I've suffered from some pretty horrific effects in the past from various types of... from various things. And so I ended up going to the school doctor/nurse. Can I sit here? Okay, I guess this tea... This tea we have standing up. The coffee, sorry. Better. Sorry, this is important that I leave this place cleaner than I found it. What the heck's going on? Shut the oven. I want to hang. Do I not have... Oh, okay. I put the pot there. Okay, there we go. I went to the doctors. They gave me some powerful antihistamines, and I was so tired after taking them, like a few minutes later, that I just went straight to bed. Can I take that? We cannot take that. Okay. I went straight to bed after that. What a horrible experience that was. My lip was swollen for like 4 days afterwards, and I had trouble speaking because of it. It was kind of funny in a way. I think the antihistamines really helped as well, reduced the swelling, and it was still swollen. Now, I don't know if these things are hostile or not, so why don't we save the game, since we did just make some coffee, and we did all that, and I don't want to have to redo that. And if I check this, find Walter's bunker, but we haven't found it. He said someone would come for us. These are members of the military, it looks like, who were up here on the mountain. A long time ago. It might not be safe, in which case we'll die horrifically, but I'm going to make the assumption they're here for me. So let's see if that's the case, and if they're here to lead me to Walther. Maybe Walther's already dead, and so he sent someone down here to bring me to him. And if not, we should find out when, or if we raise our hand when these things get close to us. Or we're close to them in this case. I don't like the idea of going through the water, so we will go up around the mountain and visit them on the other shoreline. While we're doing this, I guess I can talk about other comments as well. Windwater mentions Florina out there with her origami mastery again. Next time, I hope to see a life-size mountain lion or something. And I hope so too. Maybe she can send something down to defend us or help us fight if necessary. But she seems like she doesn't do that sort of thing. Or the origami she produces is more miscellaneous in nature. She's made a plane and a boat. So I'm guessing that she's into mechanical constructs for her origami. Maybe she can make a moviola for us or something like that. When you sit on the bench, you put down the goat head. Maybe if you sit at night, she'll wake up. That's a great point, Windwalter. I did not even notice that we took the head out of our sack when we sat on that bench. And we're kind of going up there. So we will, if we get the chance, we'll go ahead and take a peek. Let's say, is she awake now? No, she's still sleeping. We'll see if we can do that if the next time we're at the bench. And yes, you also asked what was her name again? Alegria. Yes, her name is Alegria. I think it means, if Bruno is correct, it means joy, I think. I love the music. And then it stops. That's just like real life. Okay, there we go. I just like something gets taken away from me. Oh, this is gonna be real tricky, Tim. You're gonna have to go in the water if you want to make it out there. Okay, maybe we can... Maybe that's the closest... The least amount of swimming I'll have to do is from that side. Oh, I can't tell. No, this is probably the closest we'll be. Let's see what this does to us then. Okay, that wasn't bad at all. Music hasn't changed yet. We're not hearing anything that sounds like we're in danger. Let's see what happens if we make ourselves known. Hello? Good morning. Okay, you're not chasing me, so you must be here to guide me to some place. Let's let your friend see me as well. Thank you. To be honest, the music sounds simply amazing, and I can't believe these things would be evil, or would wish me harm. But remember, I'm still not sure that we are the good guys in this story yet, or at the very least, that we're not carrying some taint with us. I think that... Oh! And here's the lantern I was talking about earlier, everyone. Grandpa's lantern. Oh! We saw this symbol when we dropped off the hay earlier. We've seen it in a few other locations as well. The other lanterns are missing for the other people here. That must be... If these are the letters of their first names, then that must be Jeremiah's there. His name there, but still not having his lantern. Why do I have the feeling that this is going to be a bit of a maze? And that there is some guardian down here we will want to avoid. There's something missing from this door here. Two objects, circular in nature. Let's see if we can find them. Okay, we cannot have the lantern out and our staff at the same time. I'm not quite sure how dark it is for you guys, but on the off chance it is very dark on the upload, I will keep the lantern out. I can see fine without it, but I don't know if you can. That makes me a little worried. That is not us. That is something else. Interesting. So we need this lantern out. Maybe that will keep the shadows away. When I was really young, really young, I remember a cartoon, or an anime, I think I had seen, where this group of adventurers had taken this boat across the lake, and there was a ruined tower on an island there in the center of that lake. And they had to fight this shadow that was there. But the shadow didn't work like it wasn't standing in the center of the room. It was on the walls, like a normal shadow would be. But to fight it, like the shadow would hit their shadows and would kill them or wound them. To this day, I don't know what that cartoon had been. I will assume we do not want to touch them at this moment. In which case, we're not going that way. If it looks like we have no choice but to walk into one of them, well, we'll do so after I've checked all the other paths. I am also making the assumption there is nothing on the sides of these walls that I can interact with. No secret levers or the like, but there very well could be. This feels like we're going the same way we've been before. Okay, so we're not going down any of these paths either. That was, I think, the first one we saw, isn't it? Yes, that was the start of the maze. One is now blocking our return path. I'm pretty sure it wasn't there before. I see. This leads to the third floor, or this is up 2 levels. And earlier when I had said this feels familiar, I was up only 2 levels. Let's walk. Let's not walk that way. Oh, the one that had been standing guard here is... No, he's still here. I don't know where to go, everyone. I'm so sorry. So we're going to go ahead and pass through this shadow. Let's see what happens to us. Nothing. Okay. Then maybe these are showing the way I should go. We can pick up some hay, apparently. Though I don't know why I would want straw. That would be why. Maybe we leave this...
Mira che mia miccia. Fine fresh, buontat.
Here, my friend. Fresh hay. Yummy. So they're not guards, they're guides. We will follow them. This must have been, I guess, the result of where we dropped the hay, where the hay was sucked up from. All the way through these tubes. Walter really does not want to be disturbed. To have installed such a device.
So, attention! Eyes at right.
Eyes to the right! Sir!
Present all the boys.
Present rifle!
Je wai niet in a buis.
I don't have a rifle.
I enemy swant out.
Did the enemy follow you?
We jaren jaren niet finito.
The war's been over for a long time. It's not what he said, Curtin.
Yo sai.
I know.
Just know what you sack.
What do you have in your bag, then?
Je wai mel a winnaars.
I have honey and schnapps.
Alles.
Schnapps.
Zo nou pauze. Zo da.
At ease, soldat. Hand it over.
Il mel ai per maianiazza.
The honey is for my niece. Ah,
Vain.
that's better.
Jou som kou per via de meu tat.
I'm here because of my grandfather.
Tropa. Bataillon. Compagnia. Ran.
Brigade? Say, is that right? Yeah. No. Brigade, battalion, company, rank?
Florin caminada.
Florine Caminada.
Nou Florin. Dia is Silviadi.
Soldat Florin. You're his grandson.
Oh, zie je ben nou navom.
Oh, somebody woke up.
Oh, spetje. Il be slim. Jouw genossen kwam be slim.
Wait, that bleeding. I know that bleeding.
Alegria.
Alegria.
Oh, mia cara alegria.
My dear Alegria.
Jij schabiau de letzte uras durant lo jaren.
What happened back then in the war?
Oh, mia cara alegria. 6 anni faig con toi.
Oh, my darling Alegria. What did they do to you?
Deus smala deu dat.
Your damned grandfather.
Jij GST. Meu schmele deu tat.
What are you talking about, my damned grandfather?
Mira cheque capitão com uma caura careçada.
Look what happened to my beloved goat.
Vai tot staan hier dit nieuw kar dat.
It was all your dear, dear grandpa's idea.
Jij idee manegestie.
What idea are you talking about?
Blijf maar in Roos. Jouw week moet ik wel een reunion en pijs.
Leave me. I want to celebrate this reunion in peace.
Jouw wie boeven zijn zo je faccia. Daar je faccia.
I don't want to look at his face. Your face.
Jou drovel informations.
I need information.
Recrute Florina, Sanocha.
Redruck Florina. Come in.
Zo compassion dan is hosp. Over and out.
Take care of our guest. Over and out.
Adia, Corporal Walter.
Adieu, Corporal Walther.
Relaxão.
Dismissed. Give honey to Florina. We came from where? 3? No. 2. Porta Insula, I think is how we entered this. So if I was going... So we are at 1 at the moment, and I feel like I should write this down. Can we take... We can't take any notes. I guess we'll go visit the toilet. We haven't used the bathroom in a while. Was it down this way? I somehow think this is important for some reason. So let's use the restroom. Oh! Yes! And now we have toilet paper. We just took the entire flippin' roll. I don't know why we would want to do that. Can we talk about this? Nope. I'm not allowed to look at it either. Maybe we can use it to help find my way back. Oh! Here's another mirror of us. Do we dare look into it? Still no water, so we're not washing our hands. Yeah, I do think we are basically a trap, and this is how the Dark Man is going to access all the people that he needs killed or removed for not obeying to whatever agreements they had with whatever pact they had signed ages ago. Hey, Florina. We got a new frequency for our radio.
Hallo Florina.
Hello, Florina. She's not very talkative.
Ja, portaat zit je partij.
I brought you something. I've noticed the game does this. It doesn't let me actually select what I want. Like, I can't select anything to the far right at the moment.
Adia, Florina.
Adieu, Florina. Yeah, it's selecting only that. I can't select anything else from my inventory. I wish it would not do this. I don't know how to make it stop, though. Judging from the facial expression of her here crossing the bridge, she doesn't very much like the painter, and we know he doesn't like her either. Oh, she's smiling here. So she likes sledding. Oh, interesting. This bunker, at the very top of it, it looks like there's some sort of artillery cannon posted there. We're missing something to connect this button with the automatic shutter. Actually, this looks like this goes to something else. I don't have anything to connect to this, though. And now I can interact with my honey.
Hallo Florina. Ti kom, reply me.
I like your room.
Oh, grazie.
Oh, thank you.
Adia, Florina.
Adieu, Florina. I mean, we did this already, but I guess we'll do so again. You've been given an item. Looks like a bottle opener? Yeah, it looks like some sort of bottle opener. It fits a square cap. Is there anything else particularly we need to look at? Oh!
Na Boshia.
That doesn't work. What? Why did we want to do that? It's on a timer, whatever it is. Oh, the bathroom. No, still not open. None of those are. I'm not sure, Florina, what we're supposed to do. But I get the feeling there's nothing else for us down here. Let me check the bathroom one more time really quick. Yeah, nothing else here. Let's double check to see if we have to reactivate that again. Oh, we got another radio frequency. I don't think we're supposed to spend the night here at the moment. Maybe that's a timer, and we're supposed to run out of here up to top to 3? While that's been turned. Yeah, we made it through the labyrinth. Alright, let's wait one more time for this to finish. And it's almost done. There must be some sort of ritual that Florina does with the honey.
Adia, Florina.
Looks like she's savoring the smell of it. Okay, we'll go check the bedroom. More rifle rounds. I guess we'll take them. These people are made of straw. Lying here. There's nothing else here. And I am not allowed... Oh, we could sleep here if we wanted to. But I don't see a reason why we would do that. We still have to look around Florina's room, apparently. I guess we'll save the game? Oh, what is this? Hello? Oh, there is a map! Okay, we weren't able to use that giant map, but we found a different map. So we're at 1, right? We're at COR at this point. Here's Florina's room, here's the bathroom. The goat is currently in the way, so we can't leave the way it's facing. Oh! Whatever it is, it goes out this way. So we'll want to run in that direction. And I guess we'll just chase the wire and see where it brings us. to a chapel. IHS. I should know what that means. Are we going to desecrate this chapel as well? There's one of those straw men.
Quelles candelas fredden din giants.
This candle smells of incense.
Forse san elas schicgia questas creatiras.
Maybe this can ward off those creatures.
A metal ina en mia lantierna.
I'll put it in my lantern. I don't agree with Curtin taking everything from these people. Like, maybe Walther needed that to keep them from him? I guess our needs overrides his, I suppose. I don't necessarily agree with that, though. And the wire actually goes in this direction. Maybe we took a little too long, and that door wasn't open. I think our current task is still to investigate Florina's room. Yeah, look around Florina's room. Is there something else I'm missing? Well, let's flip the switch again. And that wasn't too difficult to find. It's right down here to the left. But it's not open. And it looks like the goat would show up here again. But he's not. Where is my map of this location? Is there another way to get around this door? No, there is not. We're right around here. We don't have any more hay. Do we go back and get more hay? That was quite some distance from where we're currently located. Let's instead check around Florina's room, and if we can't figure out what to do, then I will go back and look for more hay. Actually, there was some hay right here, but I couldn't pick anything up from it. Yeah, not allowed to take that hay. Do I have more hay with me? I just didn't notice? No, we do not. Okay. So, we're still supposed to look around her room for something. Oh, look at the little goat in the house. I did not notice that before. Really? Really? I don't want to take her goat. Game, I don't want to take her goat. Florina, I'm so sorry, but the game's gonna make me take your little goat from you. Thank you. How about your candle? Am I taking your candle? And we're still not done searching her room, apparently. We can't take the walkie-talkie. There's nothing for us when we look at any of the paintings or pictures. That sounds suspicious, but we can't get up there. sorry, Florina. I'm gonna tweak the radio on you because apparently I don't know. Oh, I don't know what to do. Uh-oh. I'm at the dreaded part of a LP where I'm stuck. Let's see if we can go back and get more hay. I have a hunch the look around Florina's room is the fact that we're supposed to interact with this. But we can't seem to get past that door. Can we... Oh, there's also hay here, but I can't take any of this. And I can't talk to the goat. So, what we'll do, everyone, is we'll go back through the labyrinth to the original haystack and see if it will let me interact with it again. I don't think it will, but I don't know. This is the way back to the labyrinthine corridors. Okay, I don't think we are not allowed that way. So there's something I don't know we're missing. I don't know what to do. So I'm going to cut the recording here, everyone. And I will come back when I have figured it out. So give me a few seconds. Alright, everyone, I think I figured it out, and it was in front of me the whole time. You guys were probably yelling at me, and I didn't notice. So, this wire does go there. However, look at that. I thought it was going through the wall, and it somehow the wire was totally connected on the opposite side, but it's not. So this is turning and spinning, but what this activates is not currently connected to the panel on the wall. And so it turns out that Florina's goat, the feet look like metal plugs. So if I click on this, we can plug her goat there. And now we can run all the way back to that door. Oh. Well, I thought this was the door. Is this not the door? I don't have any more hay. Was I not quick enough? Did I forget to twist the knob? I didn't think I did. Right, the wire comes up here. I'm getting really confused. Maybe I've messed something else up. Let's see. Oh, wow. It's only a few seconds. Like... Oh! Oh! Aww! I wish I'd seen that before. I did not even notice that was what was going on. That it was a little cable car advancing to this. Right, we'll follow you. This isn't on the map, by the way, what was down here. So what does Florino want to show us? The dark man with the cane. All the soldiers on the mountain. Will we discover what was actually... what pact was made here?